too.
Deep breaths, Quiff. Breathe in.
Pooh! Whoa, what's that smell? Hi, can you smell it? Pooh! Wiggy, have you made a smell?
No, I have not made a smell.
Are you sure you haven't made a smell?
Of course I'm sure. Ooh, it is so pooey.
Hey!
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
The Stinkety Pongo plant! Oh, do you remember the last time we smelled a Stinkety Pongo plant?
Of course I do. You won't believe this. It's a really smelly story.
It all started one day at the Ha Ha Hairies' house.
Ma was washing her favourite flowers.
And we were in the furry fir cone tree.
Pa was washing the hairy bushes.
And Minnie was washing the hairy pear tree.
And the bristly whistler was singing away in the hairy pear tree, trying not to get wet.
Ma and Pa Ha Ha really look after their garden, which is why it smells so sweet.
Smell those flowers.
Oh, Nits! Pa was about to come and wash the furry fir cone tree. We'd better get out of here.
Now!
We decided to go and see what else was happening in Hairyland.
Papa Picky, 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 follow me round Hairyland, round Hairyland.
I am Quick.
And I am Wiggy
With a hairy fairy band.
Well, up on the hill at Chateau Shampoo, someone doesn't wash his garden. Can you guess who?
Boris Boo-hoo, what's he gonna do? Boris is too lazy to care for any of his plants or flowers.
We landed in the big blue barrel.
Suddenly, Boris smelt something.
And it was something that smelled really pooey. Oh, yeah.
Pooh! Has Boris made a smell? Boris thought the smell was bad, really bad.
So he rang the Boise bell.
Boise could smell it too. He and Boris started to look around. And then they saw it.
It was a Stinkety Pongo plant.
And because Boris never bothered to wash his garden, the Stinkety Pongo plant had started to smell.
And that's why this story's called The Day of the Big Stink.
Boris had to get rid of it. He told Boise to dig it up.
So Boise dug, and up came the Stinkety Pongo plant.
Boise couldn't stand the pooey smell, so off he ran.
Boris was cross. He was going to have to sort this out all by himself.
He looked through the hairy starey. Now where could he chuck the Stinkety Pongo plant?
As soon as Boris saw the Ha Ha Hairies washing their garden, he went...
He thought maybe he could get the Stinkety Pongo plant into the Ha Ha Hairies' garden.
But how could he persuade the Ha Ha Hairies to have it? He needed a plan.
Boris needs a plan. He needs a plan as quick as he can. He needs to plan a big surprise.
He needs to plan his next disguise.
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
What'll it be? The hairy old hag of happiness.
Yes, Boris was disguised as the hairy old hag of happiness.
He was going to give the Stinkety Pongo plant to the Ha Ha Hairies. It was all wrapped up so the smell couldn't escape.
Boo! Why is he all dressed up up as the hairy old hag of happiness.
I bet he's going to tell the Ha Ha Hairies that the plants will bring them happiness.
But it'll just bring them stinkiness. Oh.
The Ha Ha Hairies were still washing their garden when the hairy old hag of happiness tippy-toed in, clutching the stinkity pongo plant.
Then she started singing.
Everyone stopped to listen to the weird whoopee singing.
That's when we flew in and landed in the flower bed.
Suddenly, the Ha Ha Hairies saw this weird person coming into their garden.
Boris curtsied. And the Ha Ha Hairies curtsied.
Then Boris told them he was the hairy old hag of happiness.
The Ha Ha Hairies were very excited. They loved being happy. Happiness was just about their favourite thing.
Boris said that he was giving them a happy magic spell. And to make it work, here's what they had to do.
Reach up high, turn around 3 times.
Shout! Touch your toes!
Wiggle your nose.
Jiggle your knee!
Howl like a wolf. And cluck like a hen.
Then he said they could open the parcel.
And the magic spell would work. And there'd be happiness all around.
Then off went the hairy old hag of happiness, leaving the stinkity pongo plants with the Ha Ha Hairies.
And so they all started on the actions to make the spell work. You got to reach up high, then turn about. 1, 2, 3.
Then do a little jig and have a little shout.
Wah!
It's as easy as ABC. So touch your toes and switch your nose and jiggle your knobbly knee. And soon the spell will start to work, and oh how happy you will be.
Now you must howl like a whiskery wolf.
Ow! And then go cluck, 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 like a big fat hairy hen. And soon the magic will kick off.
You just got to rip the paper off.
Strip it, what have you got to make the magic spell? It's a stinkity pongo plant, that's what. Woo! What a smell!
Pooh! Doesn't seem like a happy spell to me. More of a pooey spell.
I think it might turn happy. Oh!
At that moment, Nana arrived.
And Ma decided there was only one thing to do.
Give the stinkity pongo plant a bath.
And while they bathed it, Boris arrived back at Chateau Shampoo.
He was so happy he'd got rid of it.
Soon the stinkity pongo plant was all clean and shiny.
And not at all pooey.
And it was covered in huge, sweet-smelling flowers.
So if Boris had just looked after it, then it would never have been stinky.
Exactly. See, it was the plant of happiness after all. It even made the bristly whistler happy. He loves stinkity pongo seeds. Yummy.
Boris was very pleased with himself. No more stinkity pongo plants for him.
But the bristly whistler had saved one of his seeds specially for Boris. He dropped it under Boris's bedroom window.
And the hairy sun shone down on it, and it started to grow.
Then the hairy moon came out.
And another day passed, and it grew and grew and grew.
Until one morning, Boris threw open his door and...
It had happened all over again. Well, I can't see a stinkety pongo plant anywhere.
Me neither. How odd. It smells so pooey. Wait a minute. Wiggy, you did make a smell, didn't you?
Of course I didn't.
Wiggy?
I didn't.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I'd know if I'd made a smell or not.
I'm sure you did make one.
I didn't.
Did.
Well, maybe just a very tiny one. That big.